In this video, we're going to discuss how to create a new slide for your front page news slider for your school website. This is a school website. This is the news slider. In order to do this, we're going to need to log into the back end of your website. So you're going to want to go to your website address /administrator. You'll get a login screen like this. You're going to want to punch in that login information. And we're going to want to go to either articles or new article. New article will skip right to making the article. If we go to articles, there'll be a green button in the top left. We'll have a white circle with a green plus and white words that say new. We're going to click that and make a new article. Now the first thing we need to do is go over to the right hand side. There'll be a big green button that says published. Leave that alone. You do want it to be published. Underneath it will say category. You're going to change the category by clicking on it and then select slideshow. Now we're making a slideshow article. A slideshow article is magically or technologically turned into a slide for your slider by a plugin we have installed on your website. So, looking at the slider, you can see that there is a picture. There's a link here that says View Article. And down here, there is some bold words, a dash, and some italic words. That's the whole thing. So, whatever we put in title is going to be the bold words. So we're going to call this back to school information. Okay. Then whatever information we need this article to have. Keep in mind that in Joomla, an article and a page are the same things. So we are making a web page, and the web page will generate a slide that links back to it. So the italics that you see on the slider, that's the first 120 or so characters from the page, and then a link that takes you to the page. So it could be as short or as long as you like. In this case, we're going to talk about the information needed to return to school. So I have some words in a document. I'm just going to copy and paste them in. Okay, so that information comes in. Now, I'm going to do my due diligence, that I'm going to remove any weird formatting that might have come in. And I'm going to go ahead and check and make sure that I'm using appropriate headers. Okay, here you can see that I'm not, so I clean that up real quick. All right, everything else looks good. The hyperlinks came in functional. So I have words and I have a title, but I still don't have a picture. Now, the first picture that is found on your article is going to generate the picture for the slideshow. So I'm going to put my cursor where I want the picture to show up. I'm going to go to the image tool. I'm going to click on it. That's going to pop up the image manager. Now I'm going to navigate to a folder called slideshow. It should exist on every school website. And here is where I can upload the image that I'm going to use for the slideshow slide. Okay. I'm going to go to this little cloud with the white upward facing arrow that says upload. I'm going to click on it. And that will pop up this window where I could drag what I want into this window, or I could navigate for it on my computer using browse and find it that way. I'm just going to drag it over from my downloads folder. Here we go. Be mindful that the picture can't be larger than 10 megs. You'll see that I have dropped it in, but it's still not uploaded. I have to go and hit the blue upload button that also has the little upload cloud icon. You'll see a very quick progress bar fill up, and now I see a preview down here of the image. You'll notice though that the preview window in the top right is still blank, and that the URL is still blank. I need to left click on the image that I just imported again, and that will suddenly populate it into the fields. I follow all the same procedures that I follow normally to make an accessible image. So I'm going to go up here and check in on that alternative text. It says back to school banner. There's no spaces there, so I might want to fix that. It is a decorative image, so I could put quote quote, but in this instance, since the banner says back to school on it, I'm just going to put back to school banner and leave it as is. I don't have to do anything else, but I find that if people are going to visit this page, it would be nice to have the image not look weird on their display. So I'm going to change the width of this banner to be 80% under the first space for dimensions, and I'll leave the second one blank and leave proportional checked. I'll go a little bit further and tell it to center itself so that it pushes any font on the same line above or below it. That's as much as I feel I need to do for this. Now I'm going to go to the bottom right, a blue button that says Insert, and I'm going to click it, and the picture has been added to the page. Now, all I need to do is hit Save and Close. So, we have created a new slideshow article. You can tell that it is category slideshow. However, this new slide, this new slide will not show up on the website for up to 90 minutes. So it could take up to 90 minutes for this new slide to show up on the slideshow. When it does show up, it will be the first slide that appears. The slides will always show the newest ones first and then work their way back. Again, it can take up to 90 minutes for a new slide to show up. Hopefully, this video has been instructional and has helped guide you through the process of adding a new slide to your slideshow. If you ever need to remove a slide from the slideshow, it is as simple as going to the back end of your website, going to the articles section, and then either unpublishing the slide by clicking that little green check mark and turning it into a red circle, or if you don't need it anymore at all, you could simply check the box next to it, go up to the top here where there's a bunch of buttons, look for the one with the little trash can, and throw that guy right in the trash. All right, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me.